I want to talk about Leila Khaled, who is the first known woman to lead a hijacking. Leila was born April 9, 1944, in Haifa, Mandatory Palestine. Her family fled to Lebanon in 1948 during the Palestinian expulsion and flight, during which at least 700,000 Palestinians, about half of Mandatory Palestine's population at the time, fled or were forced from their homes by Zionist militias and the Israeli army. Her father was left behind. When Leila was 15, she joined the Pan-Arab Arab Nationalist Movement, a student-run group founded at the American University of Beirut. Founder George Abash believed reclaiming Palestine was a community effort and that a united Arab identity was critical for collective action following the establishment of the illegal State of Israel in 1948. The Palestinian branch of this organization later became the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, or PFLP. Leila is most famous for being the first known woman to lead an airplane hijacking. On August 29, 1969, Khaled and several others hijacked a flight from Rome to Tel Aviv, redirecting the plane to Damascus. It is thought that PFLP leadership believed the Israeli ambassador to the United States would be on the flight, but he was not. Their goal was to negotiate the release of Palestinian prisoners being held by Israeli forces. Leila stated that she made the pilot fly over Haifa so she could see her birthplace. No one was injured during this hijacking. She was arrested and held until other PFLP members hijacked a British plane and negotiated a swap deal, leading to her release. A photo of her holding an AK-47 and wearing a keffiyeh went viral, so to speak, and Leila had an alleged 6 plastic surgeries to protect her identity. On September 6, 1970, Leila and a Nicaraguan-American man, Patrick Argello, attempted a hijacking of a flight from Amsterdam to New York, simultaneous to several other hijackings carried out by PFLP, known as the Dawson's Field hijackings. The pilot resisted, sending the plane into a nosedive. Reportedly, someone assaulted Argello with a bottle of whiskey, and he shot and injured a crew member. Air marshals shot and killed Argello. Other reports state that Israeli security guards killed Argello. Other PFLP hijackings were successful that day. One flight from Tel Aviv to Athens was hijacked, another from New York to France, another traveling from Brussels to New York, and yet another flying from Bombay to London. PFLP members held passengers in order to negotiate Leila's release. The PFLP held 56 passengers and issued a 72-hour deadline for the release of 7 other resistance fighters, including Leila, and on September 13th, she was released in exchange for the hostages. Leila has spoken out against the Arab-Israeli peace process, stating that it is a political process where the balance of forces is for Israelis and not for us. They have all the cards to play with, and Palestinians have nothing to depend on. In a 2023 interview, Leila stated that the Palestinian resistance had been united since the revolution, or Intifada, in 1987. Intifada is a word which means shaking off, as in to shake off the Israeli occupation. During this intifada, masses of civilians attacked Israeli troops with stones, axes, Molotov cocktails, hand grenades, and firearms. Leila stated in 2023 that we call always for national unity because unity for a people under occupation is a weapon. She also stated that Gaza is now all over the world. The area of Gaza is now going to all continents because of the people of the world support the struggle of the Palestinians. We have only one choice. It is to fight, to liberate our land and ourselves from this occupation. Leila is often labeled a terrorist, but I want to recognize her for what she really is, a resistance fighter and a hero. On February 21st, 2024, China's representative to the ICJ stated that armed resistance against occupation is enshrined in international law and is not terrorism. From the river to the sea.